Hey man, you ever felt unstoppable?
Ask around. I'm not the guy you want to go toe to toe with. You're a bitch. Your friends are bitches. Hi, I'm Tommy C. If you didn't know, I run a small YouTube channel with really the best fan base on the earth. I do streams 4 times a week, and my fan base has supported me tremendously over the past 3 years now. Well, going on 4. And I'm not keen on the word influencer. It always sounded kind of devious to me. I don't feel like I'm an influencer. I put my opinion out there. You accept it or you don't. I don't really want to change that. But if for some reason I am a small-time influencer, I decided that this issue is so important that I'm going to potentially use that influence, or at very least encourage my fan base to participate in what I have just done. So please listen up. I have just canceled my subscription to World of Warcraft. Unfortunately, renewed in September, but it will not be renewed in 2020. I have asked for the money back and gotten it for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I will not be participating nor streaming Call of Duty, and I will not be making any more purchases, either for myself or my kids, when it has to do with paraphernalia from the Overwatch League. And I am not telling you, and I am not doing this with judgment, nor am I demanding it. Again, I'm not comfortable with boycotts or being an influencer, but you have to come to this on your own terms. I am asking you to join me and do much the same thing. I'm not asking you to smash old games or stuff like that, but if you have money that they're going to receive, not money already spent, I'm asking you to pull. Why? Because the treatment of the Hearthstone player Blitzchung, who is a grandmaster in that league and recently won a prize, and after he won this prize, he made a statement that supported the people of the protesters of Hong Kong, and Blizzard handed out a disproportionate punishment to him. It was unbelievable. They removed his grandmaster status. They took his winnings, and they said he can't compete in a year, and he is a professional. So no income this year. Tough luck, buddy. Now, some of you might know that I have been outspoken on the fact of I don't particularly like political statements or having people's politics shoved down my throat in gaming, in sports, especially hated in sports. I'm not a supporter of Colin Kaepernick, but I think the punishment is so disproportionate. It is done to pander to Red China, a murderous, communist, totalitarian regime, because of business relationships with China, Red China. The National Basketball League is currently throwing all their American principles under the bus by not standing by a player that supported the Hong Kong protesters. Again, I do agree that these platforms should not be used to politicize. And if this wasn't a catch-all rule that was used against Blitzchung, which really amounts to conduct unbecoming, it's a catch-all, and it's being used probably, if I had to guess, through direct pressure from the Chinese government or those who fear the Chinese government. I didn't serve in Iraq. I didn't serve my country to see people being censored by American corporations due to their contracts and business dealings with Red China. It is unacceptable to me. I was born in the mid-'70s, and I pretty much watched gaming grow from toddler on. I missed the infancy part because I was an infant myself. I didn't get to watch gaming grow in the 70s. but I've watched it grow and just do amazing things. I love the history of gaming. But I also know gaming was allowed to grow and this industry was allowed to thrive. This platform was allowed to influence because of the economic freedoms and liberty that people in China don't have. And soon, Hong Kong will not have those liberties as well. And I am very sympathetic to those protesters that know that's coming. I'm old enough to remember the slaughter in Tiananmen Square, where they ran over folks with tanks and machine gunned them because of their request to join the civilized world and experience the liberty that we take for granted in the United States. They were just slaughtered, and I do expect a similar result. I don't think things have changed that much from 1989 in Hong Kong in the weeks to come. An absolute slaughter. I cannot support companies, American companies. Think about that. That put money over human rights. And I almost sound like a bit of a lefty here. But that's exactly what's going on. There's no other way to cut it. A very large authoritarian regime is working over American companies who should know better and should put human rights over their business dealings. It's a sad state of affairs. And I also believe, had he made a political statement, Blitzchung, that was maybe not as offensive to the Chinese government, and hell, I think if he said something about Trump, I don't think we'd be having this conversation. I don't believe that. I believe this is money motivated. And the Chinese government is using their pull to keep what they're doing in Hong Kong as quiet as humanly possible. So they're putting the fear of God in these companies. And the companies, as Lenin said, are selling them the rope. It is a disgusting, sad state of affairs, to put it mildly. Again, I'm asking you if you have ordered Call of Duty. We actually plan to do streams on here and multi-streams on Mixer, where the whole Shot from the Point crew would be teaming up. I will not be participating in them. I will not be streaming that until Blitzchung has given back everything that was taken from him. I want to make this abundantly clear. I don't think this goes against any of my principles. I do not like politicizing gaming and sports. But the reason I'm mad is not the fact that he was punished. It's the disproportionate punish and the pandering to a murderous red regime in China that is really does things in the last 70 years that would make Adolf Hitler blush. I hope you think about what I've said, and I hope you join me. Again, I'm not telling you to burn cartridges or CDs or anything in the past, but if you got money going in there, pull it. If you come to me and try to be a wise guy on my show live, I didn't do it. I'm still playing Call of Duty. You know what? Okay, it's cool, man. No judgment. But if you are, if this issue is as important to you as it is to me, I would ask. I'm just asking. I'm not telling. I'm not demanding for you to pull your money from Blizzard. They don't deserve it. They don't respect the liberty that they were born with. They take it for granted. It means nothing to them.